It was hot in that theater. But that's what happens when you're next to a dumpster fire. Whose did she suck to get this role? You know, I thought that originally when I found out about her playing this role. And I know that all the guys out there are probably thinking it, and they're not allowed to say it, so I'm going to say it for them. You're welcome. So, been following the craziness of Captain Marvel. And just when I think it couldn't get any crazier, it did. I mean, now the Mary Sues are trying to bring actual legislation to silence the trolls. Or should we really call them what they really are? It's the people that don't agree with them.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
You know, I just got out of watching Captain Mayhem, and I have to say, Marvel, you really had a shot with this one. I think that I agree with Jeremy Jahns when he said that you don't have to be non-expressive to portray toughness, and she was very non-expressive. I still stand by that, and it was dry. Her banter with Fury, it's like, when did Fury become a bitch, dude? He's too docile. I did love him with the cat. They were cute. I think my favorite line was probably when he's like, oh, let me give you the 411 on the night Dropbox. Security dude, he was either the worst or best security dude. Fury lost his eye to a cat. Okay, it wasn't technically a cat, it was some kind of alien. No big deal, huh? You lose an eye, no big deal. All in a day's work, I suppose. Okay. I don't really understand how it takes Carol 2 seconds to get into space, but it takes her nearly 3 decades to get her friends a new place to live. Alright. I can totally believe the rumors of the other MCU characters not being happy with Carol or Brie. I mean, as if she wasn't parading around showing enough disrespect in her press tours. But seriously, guys, what the hell? That mid-credit scene truly pissed me off. You're expecting me to believe that one of the greatest minds, Dr. Banner, can't get a pager to work? Really? Really? Okay, yeah, 'cause that's totally believable. So, I think my favorite part of this movie has absolutely nothing to do with Captain Marvel and everything to do with the man who created this all. The man himself, Mr. Stan Lee. The opening of the Marvel, comic book, the opening there, oh my God, got me a little teary-eyed. I think that should be the standard from now on, the standard opening. And oh, his cameo was truly the best. He was reading the script to Mallrats, and that movie, I love that movie, so that was just a double whammy for me. I literally, was tearing up when I saw that cameo, so I loved that so much. And that was probably my favorite part of the movie, to be honest. I don't know how Endgame is gonna go, but I gotta tell you, Marvel needs to do something to pull themselves out of the fire here. And I hope they're gonna be smart about this, because they've already shown a lack of intelligence through just hiring Brie. Brie, you're a great actress. You're not a superhero actress. I'm sorry. When you're playing a superhero role, especially in the MCU, comes with a real weight and gravitas to it. And I really don't think she understands that, which has been made pretty clear in her little press tours and all of her interviews. And you know what's sad about this? This movie, I could have accepted it for what it was, you know? But considering all of the nonsense that has been circulating around this film, and all of the identity politics, and Miss Little Larson taking it upon herself to use this movie as a way to further her agenda, it just taints it. Now, am I saying that the supporting cast wasn't good? No. Annette Bening, Samuel Jackson, Jude Law, they were great. Okay? I think all of the supporting cast was great, actually. Now, the CGI, they must have really been taking a note from the 90s, because some of that CGI left much to be desired. And I will say I wasn't bored, surprisingly. I was expecting to fall asleep in this thing, but the reason I wasn't bored is because I was basically going, what? Huh? Like, I felt very lost in this film at times. I wasn't loving the way they strung everything together. I really don't feel as if the fight she had to fight in this, I felt that it was very anticlimactic. I felt that it was far too easy. Like, I didn't feel struggle there, like, with everything that was going on. I mean, the fight scenes felt almost Marvel, but not quite hitting that mark. And they were a bit lackluster, and they were a bit muted. The music was a bit too on the nose. It was just too much. Like, I was like, okay, we get it. Girl power, great. And I just felt that there was so much underlying, you know, propaganda almost. I mean, this whole situation has been insane, for one. And truthfully, I'm very irritated with Disney silencing the fans, or attempting to with their little stunt on Rotten Tomatoes. And now with the Mary Sue's trying to get actual legislation, it's like, oh my God, it's a movie. Okay, can we come back to earth? And just because somebody doesn't agree with your opinion does not make them the devil. Okay, so let's get our panties out of a bunch and grow the hell up. And I sincerely hope that the rumor is true regarding Endgame, and that there will be, you know, there's a talk of 2 different endings here. And I have to say, if you seriously have Captain Marvel by herself just come in and just save the day, I really don't think that that's going to be the best way to go about this. So if she works together with everybody else, that would be a much better ending. And I don't know. You've picked a person for Captain Marvel that I feel like is just happy to watch the MCU burn to the ground. And this movie could have been so much more had she not used this as her platform for her agenda. Okay? So I hope that if nothing else, the fans do keep talking out. We aren't silenced. And Marvel learns, you know, hello, you are nothing without the fans. It's our dollars that keep you making these movies, okay? Because we want them. And last time I checked, nobody asked for a Captain Marvel movie. We would have preferred to have Black Widow or Scarlet Witch even at this point. But definitely Black Widow. She should have already had her movie, in my honest opinion. You gotta get your head out of your ass. Fans are why you're here, man. So I really hope that Endgame redeems some of this, because this does not make me hopeful for the end of this phase. If this is where Marvel's headed in the next phase, I don't know, man. I may be done with this. This was just, it was it was what it was, man. And I mean, Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score is not good. It's like 33, maybe 34%, I think. It was down to 32 this morning. It went up, I think, to 34 last time I checked. Still not good numbers. So I'm wondering if they're going to try to silence the audience again. I sincerely hope not, though. God, so once again, Rotten Tomatoes has done it again. It went, dude, they're deleting user reviews. The user reviews were at like almost 59,000 user reviews at a 31% rating. And now the user reviews are down to 4,500 user reviews, but the rating still only went up to 36. Are you kidding me? Rotten Tomatoes, you weren't taken seriously before. Your credibility is shot to hell. This is insane. What are you doing? I mean, really? Really? Oh my God, this is so wrong. Oh my God. Like, I can't even deal with this. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll see what happens. See you next time.